Remote-controlled aircraft in World War II. Both Axis and Allied forces in World War II used remote-controlled aircraft but with different technologies. Militaries around the world adopt new technologies quickly. The latest trend is the use of drones to attack enemies. These drones are small, agile, and lethal. In World War II, both Axis and Allied forces used drones, but they were huge, actually as large as bombers. Both Germany and Britain experimented with uncrewed aircraft with little success. The fight for the skies. The Luftwaffe, German Air Force, and Royal Air Force of Britain, RAF, locked horns in World War II to control Europe's airspace. After World War I, Germany faced massive sanctions, which crippled its air force. Luckily, with the help of Russia, the Germans were able to rebuild their air force in secrecy. When World War II started, the Luftwaffe was in a better position than the RAF. The Luftwaffe was a part of the German Blitzkrieg strategy, which mowed down country after country in Europe. The Luftwaffe's Messerchidmt, Junkers, and Dornier plane rained terror on the Allied forces. The RAF took some time to match the Luftwaffe. The RAF's first proper reply to the menace was the Spitfire fighter, which gave Luftwaffe a run for its money. The British improved their radar technology, which detected German bombers even before they entered the English Channel. The technological advance got a further boost by the USA's entry into the war. USA lent its precision B-17 bombers to the RAF, which increased bomber efficiency. Even though the RAF and the US Army Air Force bombed Germany day and night, the effect of the bombing was limited. Planes could not drop bombs on strategic locations with high accuracy. To improve the accuracy, RAF leaders came up with remote-controlled bombers. Radio-controlled aircraft. The RAF fitted radio controllers to old and obsolete bombers from US Army Air Force. The bombers were stripped of unnecessary weight, and loaded with explosives to the brim. Pilots would take off with the flight and take them to 2,000 meters altitude and eject from their seats. The control of the flight is now with a mothership, which would fly along with the radio-controlled flight. The RC flight is then guided to the target by the operator. The system worked well in demonstrations, but it failed miserably in real-life conditions. Hence, the RAF scrapped the operation in real-life situations. RAF mostly used the system to attack the weapon launch sites in the coastal regions. The Luftwaffe developed its uncrewed bombers using Junkers aircraft. It was a drone attached to the Junkers with a strut. The pilot would fly the Junkers to the location, drop off the drone, and return to base. The Luftwaffe had a numerical superiority with 250 Mistels created and used it to attack Allied ships in the English Channel. The Luftwaffe planned the last action of Mistels for an attack on Russian power stations. Due to bad weather, the Luftwaffe cancelled the operation. Later in the war, US Army captured many of the Mistels in perfect condition.